Welcome back to Full Circle with Mukali. We are talking about sexual violence and we are all about answering your questions right now. I have Shazmin in the building and Nana as well. So we'll get right into it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, hello Mukali. I was touched by my neighbor, my private parts, and he told me not to tell anyone and that thing aches me and I'm in class 8. I am in class 8.
Oh.
They are in class 8.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, here's the first thing. You've been brave enough to write in.
Yeah.
You're brave enough to recognize you have a voice now.
Yes.
So now that you've written in and you've told us who in your family do you immediately need to go to and sit down and say, Mom, Dad, this is what happened. This is what he did. This is how I feel. This is how it's affecting me. I need you both to sort this out for me because you don't know who else he's doing it to. So your bravery from writing in a message like this, now take it home. Be strong and go and tell your parents and anybody else listening right now. You're not alone. You didn't do anything wrong. It's not your fault. Being silent doesn't make you wrong. That's just your fear. But now take your bravery and go and speak at home. Make sure Mom and Dad listens to you and they go and speak to the person that has done this to you.
Yeah.
Oh, really sad. Wow. I like the fact that she has at
Just
least
texted
shattered
me.
the silence.
Yeah.
That's really huge. It doesn't come easy. And
No.
for her to be just strong enough to just say it. Let me just add that she needs also to seek therapy because it's happened. This
Class
is something
8, I
that you
think
wish
maybe
away.
You need to, I think, the parents first because you
Yes.
don't even
Yeah,
know
the parents
where,
and then
yes.
of course seek
Therapy.
Yeah, therapy because
And don't sugarcoat
you
it.
yeah, say it like it
it.
is.
Like it is.
Yeah,
Yes.
he needs
Yeah.
to be behind bars.
That's
like as
true.
long as they have evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, pretties. I'm so sorry and in tears about Nana's story. I had the same issue with my stepdad, and he used to touch my breasts and was so worried to talk about it. But I thank God tea happened and they parted ways with my mom before it went far. The courage to talk about it, hupotea. I love you, Nana.
I love you
No.
too.
So you've started, I think they've started to talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the first the first step that you've taken towards, building up the courage to actually talk about it or even get help. So it's a good thing that they parted ways with the mom. That means it
Yes.
doesn't continue anymore. But maybe you need to see someone and just talk about
Right.
it.
Yeah. Also, can I add something?
Yes.
There's something that I was reading that was really, I don't know if it's from a scientific point, but they were saying spiritually, when you've been molested, you wear a spiritual garment that labels you as a victim. And a molester can actually recognize and read the label. And that's how it happens from generations to the next. So somehow you need to break the chains from a spiritual point of view.
Oh my goodness.
That's interesting.
Very.
But you know what I would say? I would say to anybody that feels this has happened to them, that it is not what you do, to be able to find somebody to do this to you.
Yeah.
It's the person, the rapist, the molester that sees vulnerability in you. It's them that has lost the shine of innocence within themselves, that they feel the need to take it from somebody else. From another child, from somebody that's just walking. It's so many issues within them that they feel, I can't see this in somebody else. So I must also, as broken as I am, break somebody else.
So it's like a
So
narrative.
that we're together.
Like a heart people hurt people.
Exactly. So it's somebody who'll dim your light because inside they can't find theirs anymore.
Yeah.
But it's
Morning Wix Aki ambia Nana ajipe nguvu, tuko wingi wenye tumepitia. Ni Catherine kutoka Kibira. Hi Mwikali, Nana's story makes me remember my own dad raping me, but for me I have never shared it with anyone. That is a secret that I will take to the grave because I don't want to ruin my mom's marriage. I don't even know how to begin with this.
Whoa.
the first thing, in a situation like this is everybody feels I have to keep quiet. You don't. You don't have to feel quiet because you don't know what's going on in your own mom's life, in your own relationship. There are women who are married that are consistently raped. There are women who have given consent to have sex in a relationship but still get raped. It doesn't mean because you've been with somebody everything is okay. you've been a voice to already come here and say it. So you've put out the energy to already begin healing. I would tell you that slowly, if you can, you'd probably heal your mom's marriage in some way or the other by probably saving her and yourself in a situation you didn't even think is happening right now. But don't drown because you feel you need to drown. Right now is your time to begin to heal. This platform, the fact that you're here, the fact that you've been pulled to listen, the fact that you've been pulled to write in, come out and speak to your mom and tell her what happened with your father. This is not easy. This is a man you would feel you have to trust for the rest of your life. But it doesn't mean you're breaking a relationship with her. It means you're healing a relationship with yourself that is so needed.
Yeah, I also feel like she needs to talk to her mom,
Yes.
honestly speaking.
Maybe she's saving the mom from something.
But yeah, exactly. By
Yeah.
saying, you know,
Yeah.
maybe the mom has already made peace with her being in that relationship because she chose it.
Yes.
But then when you come and tell her, listen, mom, this is happening, she's like, okay, so me and also my daughter as well. So I think that's a conversation she should definitely have with her mom.
Yeah. Just look at it as that maybe you are what your mom needs right now
Yes.
to be able to break away from that relationship with that man, because I don't think your mom deserves that as well.
Yeah.
Good morning, Wikali. I'm watching the show from Nakuru, and I feel like coming out and saying about my sexual assault. It really needs courage. I was raped by our family friend when I was 22 and had no one to tell, since I don't have my mom. My dad lives somewhere else, and at that time I was living alone with our maid, and I'm now 26. But it still hunts me down, and I developed trust issues. This was 22. So when you
Yes.
think that it just happens to children
No.
who are young and they can't speak for themselves at 22.
But she still
Yes.
feels the need to be silent about it.
Yes.
The problem about silence is this man has already moved on, whatever he is, moved to the next victim, you know, and they hold a part of your life captive,
Yeah.
you see, because you know you have to deal with this trauma for the rest of your life, and somehow you have to get to a point that it doesn't affect you anymore. You don't even cry when you talk about it. I am not yet on that space, but I am headed to that direction.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So as long as you make that choice to want to be okay by simply doing what you need to do. You know,
Right.
sometimes we know we don't have the tools, but here we are telling you the number. Listen, call 11, call 1199, call this number. You have the tool to your healing.
Right.
Take it.
And
And
I-
why
I-
won't you?
And I feel something, you know, people don't realize is a lot of the times we'll have a traumatic, you know, something traumatic happen to us. And to anybody listening that feels I need a bit of time to come out, or how will I ever find therapy or get therapy or afford therapy, this is the first step in healing. The first step in healing is recognizing this happened to me, but it was not me that caused the situation. That's the first step. The second step in healing is realizing when you feel the situation, because so many people feel they have to be very aware of what's going on, they're scared to be out at night, they feel they have to behave a certain way because maybe I attracted it. It has nothing to do with you. You didn't attract the situation at all. It is not your fault. When you relive situations like this, when you relive trauma, what we don't realize is we consistently tell the body and the brain the situation is happening again now. So the brain cannot differentiate, this happened to me at 22, this happened to me at 9. So you need to be able to also speak to somebody in a very safe environment, but also understand at some point when you have spoken, that is your strength. Your voice became your strength. You came out with it. But now healing comes with understanding, okay, this is what happened to me in my body, but my body is still mine. It's sacred. Nobody took it from me. I'm not broken. My healing process begins with me coming back into my soul and my heart. I'm fully created by God or higher energy in a way that is born to be able to live beyond this. What is my strength from a situation like this? As tough and hard as that pain and suffering will be, your strength, you don't even realize your superpowers today from that situation. that situation probably gave you a voice to be able to speak today, that's put you in a career that you would have never even known. So we'll never condone what happened, but there's a way and a journey, and when you start to heal, you start to see that this man thought he did this to me, but in my healing, this is where I stand. This is how strong I am. My healing light is touching so many lives today. Your story is healing people as they read, as they listen to you. It releases something from them. So that is your superpower. And so whatever he did, every time you relive the event, your body feels at some point it's happening to you again. So it's for you to be very conscious that I'm feeling it and I'm thinking it right now, but it's not happening. I'm at home, I'm safe, I'm okay. And be able to breathe, because that's the first thing, is breathe and feel, I'm all right, I'm safe, I've spoken, I've talked to somebody. But your healing has to first come out exactly how you've done it, which is speaking and not feeling ashamed, is not feeling people don't want to hear it. People, you speaking is the first step for somebody else healing, and then you healing.
Yeah, because honestly, by the time you're voicing what happened to you, it's healing.
Yes,
like I remember before I ever said anything to anyone, I was scared. What if someone ever finds out? This man took away my dignity. This man took away my body. This man took away my time, my energy, this time. And he even took my voice. But by me finding my voice and knowing how to use it nicely, how to say, listen, it happened to me. And women coming out and saying, me too. That's someone who has never said anything to anyone. But they are choosing to speak because they are finding healing. And for me, that first choice of shattering the silence is such a healing process for everyone that has gone through this kind of trauma.
Because you're not caged. You're not caged by fear, by your thought, by repetition, by that situation. You've stepped out of that to be able to be like, I see something bigger in this moment. And the secret is to realize you will now be even bigger. Because it's like you're a beautiful angel and you came out of something locked. And in you speaking, you've just begun opening your wings behind you. You've not even started flying. So you still have to fly.
Absolutely.
That's so beautiful. I didn't want to interrupt that. It was so hard to heart. So getting back to our SMSs. Hello, Mikali. I'm Jay. I'm 24 years. I've been forced to have sex with my cousin and her mum. And I can't trust anyone to talk to. It kills me to trust any lady out there. So Jay is a gent.
Is a gent.
Yeah.
Wow. Let me tell you something. There's also another story that I got of a lady that was being molested by their friend to their house girl, who is a lady. You see, we are looking at molesters and just looking at men mostly, like men, like it's gender based. But even a woman can molest a girl. We have, it's crazy. I feel so bad for him, but I also find it very truly humbling that he's talking about it, because men are hardly doing that. And men are usually taking, but hardly do they get an outlet where they can say, listen, this happened. So for him to even speak about it, it's a win.
Exactly. It's the first step. There's not going to be the perfect steps to solve it, you know, right now, quickly. But the first step is just recognizing that I've shared it. I've said what's wrong, but then the immediate thing is to recognize it had nothing to do with you. You're not broken, you're not at fault. You are still complete, you're still beautiful, and life has to be possible for you. There has to be healing past it. You can't allow the person who did this to you to get away with it for the rest of your life. They put a blanket upon you for a little while, but now that you've taken it off, you don't realize the strength you have inside of you. So many people, so many men, like when I hear men talk about it, they feel ashamed because they feel I shouldn't have allowed it to happen to me at this age. There's no age, there's no gender for when this happens to you. You could be in your 60s and this happens to you. It's never the perfect time. It'll never be right. But you coming out is the perfect time. You finding help is being right. You reading, you understanding that from today, I make a decision in my life
Yeah.
that you don't and you will never control me, because you are the person that's left behind who needs more of my prayer than I need for myself.
Yeah.
And in a step that, you know, we do later in therapies, to actually be able to forgive the person that did this to you, not condone, but
Forgive.
you forgive because you need to be free.
That's
Yeah,
true.
sometimes you forgive not because they deserve
No.
the forgiveness, but
Yes.
you deserve happiness, you deserve peace.
Yes.
deserve the
And a
healing.
life.
Yeah, and a life, right? I remember. Let me give a very a small hypothesis of. Let me assume me and you are friends, yeah.
Yes.
And Shaz is our friend too.
Yes.
But we are arguing, and you can see that I am wrong, and you're my friend, and you're keeping quiet. By being quiet, then you've chosen the side of the oppressor.
That's true.
So by being silent, you've chosen the oppressor. You have chosen the abuser. So by being silent, then you have allowed him to go
do
on
it
to the
again.
next person
Yes.
and the
Yes.
next.
Yes.
So when you're talking, you're not just healing, you are also preventing that from happening for another person.
That's
Think
true.
about it like that.
And our time is up.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I think my take home for, we have so many SMSs, and Shaz, I know this is your thing. She likes you guys in her DM with the voice notes and everything. She will definitely be sharing her handle as well. But if you're out there and you have gone through this, you're going through this, you have a number that you can call. That is 1199 Please call that number, and there will be a counselor on the other side just waiting to hear from you, because the first step is for you to just break the cycle of silence.
Yes.
Because you take the power from them. You tell them that, you know what, I will not keep quiet and you will not do this to somebody else. And Shaz?
This is what I will tell you. You can reach me on @BeingRealNow. DM me, send me a voice note. I will 100% be there for you. But the other thing I'd like to tell you is, when you decide to break your voice, you come out as a winner and you come out healed. You come out as somebody who wants a better, bigger, more beautiful life, because you deserve it. Life is created to give you so much. Don't feel that because this happened to you, part of your life is never going to be. Your life begins today, and you are free to live it exactly the way you want, with
Absolutely.
everyone that sends you love, everyone that wishes you well, and everyone that prays for your healing.
Nana?
Wow. Well, first I'd like you guys to subscribe to my channel,
Please
because I'm
do.
going to have these conversations. Guys, I just started like almost 4 weeks ago, but we are already almost at 10,000. I'm going to be talking about so many things that so many people are experiencing in their society right now. My YouTube channel is by Nana Owiti, one name. Please subscribe, like, share, and if you have any comments, just go there and tell me what topic you'd like me to handle. Right now, I am just tackling issues that have affected me first before I go to other people.
Yeah.
But issues that affected me affect you as well.
That's true.
And what I can say is, if you've been molested, you had your childhood traumas, man. You're not what happened to you.
Yes.
You are who you choose to become today. Remember that.
And
Thank
there's
you
power
very much.
in that.
Yes.
Just going back to yourself and seeing, I am a winner, I am enough, I am confident, I am a magic maker.
You open your wings and you fly,
Fly,
You
because
fly.
now is your time.
I'm being told our time is up. Like, we're too far.